everyone. Proud to bring you Wednesday night coverage of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. Also joining us from the sidelines, David Aldridge. This crowd is really ready to roar in this Eastern Conference matchup for the Magic. This game against Miami here, their first look at the Heat. The previous season series split right down the middle. These teams were quite evenly matched. And the Magic with possession. This Orlando Magic team, one that isn't expected to compete just yet, still in the midst of collecting talent.
Well, Kevin, I don't know if you want to call it a rebuild or a reset for this franchise, but there is some youth to build around. They're getting some good talent. Obviously, they were hoping to jump into the top 3 in last year's draft. This is going to take some time, and the fan base has got to be patient.
Pass to Harrell, and Harrell slams it in.
He's known as more steady than flashy, but that was a sensational pass by Conley. He can get fancy when he needs to.
Now, here is Russell. Out to Turner. Off target from outside. And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Heat. And it's Harrell missing.
Boy, that's exactly how you have to play defense when he's driving the lane. You cannot give him any space.
Here's Russell. Yes, that goes in.
This guy, an effortless scorer. Outside, inside, in between. Dynamic scorer is D'Angelo Russell.
Out to Thompson. Middleton outside. Misses the 3. And here's Russell. And they double up Russell. No one near Turner as he lets it go. And a miss there on the triple. To the inside. Harrell. And Harrell slams it in.
I'll tell you, that's an assist that shows great sense for where his teammates want to move.
It's Russell with the drive. Turner fires. And it's good off the back rim and in. Turner's got his first 2 points of the night.
Well, the more repetition he gets, the more floor awareness you develop. D'Angelo Russell showing a desire to get his teammates involved.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That's his first foul. Outside Turner. Back to Russell. Outside Bogdanovich. Pass to Hernan Gomez. Outside Russell. Inside. Here's Turner.
Yeah, that's a case where you don't always have to get the block to play good defense, and Thompson did a great job on that possession.
Well, and Tristan Thompson's someone who has fallen off greatly in production, Doris, the last few seasons.
Right. Tristan Thompson at his best is a guy who scores efficiently, but really his defense and rebounding are what he's got to hang his hat on.
Here's Russell. Down low. Shot's good by Turner. Turner's got his second basket.
Really encouraging to see D'Angelo Russell make these passes. If you're going to be effective as a point guard, you've got to run the pick and roll game.
Now, here is Russell. Over in the corner, Turner. Knocked away. And stolen by Harrell. Back to Conley. Harris outside. It's Harrell, top of the key. Shot clock at 6. The Heat need to get a shot off. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And the foul goes against Orlando. The Heat shooting their first free throws of the evening.
This season, in general, has not been kind to them at the free throw line. Only about 71%.
Doris, look in your crystal ball. 5 years from now, who do you think will be the 2-3 best players in the NBA?
Well, certainly some of the names. I won't say this is a definitive list, but as long as health holds, I'm going to give you 3 men who are going to be bad men in the NBA for a long time. Giannis Antetokounmpo, because the Greek freak is able at his size to handle it, take it off the window, and dominate action in transition. If he gets a consistent jump shot, forget about it. Ben Simmons, exactly the same thing. His passing ability is extraordinary. I think you'll see him get a low post game, and I think he'll get a jump shot, and he will be unguardable. And one of my absolute favorites is Mr. Joel Embiid. Give it to you inside, give it to you outside. Mr. Embiid can handle it. He can dominate with his defense. Those 3 men are going to be all-stars for a long, long time.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game. D'Angelo Russell, the lefty playmaker out of Ohio State. Doris, a lot to like about his ability to create.
Well, he certainly, Kevin, has a nose for scoring and combines that with good vision. I think the one thing he's got to be careful of is shot selection and taking care of the basketball.
The Heat leading by 4. Pass to LeVert. Here is Plumlee. Left side, Jones. Heat moving the ball around. Offensive rebound. Outside for Thomas. To the middle. Moore with the steal. And here we go with Cook heading to the hoop. Finished off the break.
You know this, Kevin. If you're open, you can count on Brook Lopez to find you. He uses his height to spot open teammates.
Pass to LeVert. Orlando grabs the miss.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Here's Cook from 18 feet away. Shot by Ennis. Nobody around. And that one's on target from the wing.
Oh, my goodness. How good is that pass? When Isaiah Thomas is on the floor, what a leader.
We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1/4 of action so far. And what stands out to you guys from the Heat in this one?
Playing smart in this first period. Credit their unselfish play.
Well, the assist total is skyrocketing at this point. Actively looking to set up their teammates. I'll tell you, love the way they're playing.
Here is Cook. The kick out to Lopez. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Well, Steve Clifford takes over here in Orlando, and of course he is known for his frankness and his disciplined approach to the game. You think about Clifford's teams, they rarely make unforced errors and are some of the best at minimizing their own mistakes.
Oh, nice screen. Really a poor defensive reaction and the obvious result.
You simply can't give him that. You have to fight through the screen and at least get a hand in the face of the shooter.
And he gets it to go. Lopez has got 4 points this quarter. And for Clifford, his job in Orlando, Doris, will be to develop the skills of his very young core.
That is correct, and he'll try to get this young group to play intelligently, minimize turnovers. You remember he once famously said the NBA isn't about winning, it's about winning in the playoffs.
Here's Jones. Rebound by Brook Lopez. Orlando trailing here. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Looks for Randolph, gets it to him. Kick out to Moore. Here is Cook. Pass to Lopez. It's good. This game is all even. Lopez has got 6 points.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Back to Thomas. Now here's Jones. And the rebound goes to Lopez.
Well, with the defense laying off him, you know he's going to pull the trigger. They're lucky he didn't burn him.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, guys, the Orlando Magic has struggled to find difference-making players in the draft or in free agency. Their goal is to get younger but get better at the same time. And it's difficult to do, even in the Eastern Conference, but Orlando is determined to get this right. Kevin?
And the journey continues for them and a lot of teams. D.A., thank you. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Cook, good. Cook's got the game tied up here for the Magic.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Pass to Ennis. Out of bounds, Orlando takes possession. And it's Cook with the ball for the Orlando Magic. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. And we have an intentional foul there, G.A. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Lopez outside. Back to Cook. Lock at 6. Got it. Good job in the low post. Cook's got 4 points now in the quarter.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Now here's Lynn. Well, last year pretty much a lost year for Lynn. Tore his patella tendon on opening night. And Doris, that was it.
Yeah, that was hard to watch for Jeremy Lin because you know he's put in the time and was penciled in for a big role with Brooklyn. So nice to see him step back between the lines and continue playing.
And for Lynn, missing the season last year, he's just glad to be back. His playmaking and creativity is something that this team needs. As long as he's healthy and playing aggressively, he'll be an effective guard option.
The Magic need to get a shot off here. They get it back. Got a hand on it. 1:58 left in the first half. He doesn't hit that one. Matthews goes in. That one falls. And the Magic lead by 3. And with Lynn, he made a point upon returning from injury, saying he will not change how he plays.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of guys, they'll shy away from contact after experiencing a torn patella like Lynn did, but he knows that he is at his best going at defenders and absorbing that contact. He said he'll try and be more aware of how he lands, but has no plans of changing his game.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Jeremy Lin. That is his first foul of the game. And it'll be Orlando with their first time out of the game right here. Now, here is Russell. The 15-footer. Rebound by Harrell.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
And Kuzminskis gets it to go.
Well, we know this. Jeremy Lin knows how to run an offense. His ability to find the open man uncanny.
To the paint. Here's Turner. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. Chance for another point at the free throw line. It's going to be on Montrezl Harrell.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
Well, the athleticism that Miles Turner brings to the center spot is quite remarkable. This guy, an exceptional player on both sides of the floor.
And out of bounds is the Magic will gain possession. 43 seconds left in the first half. Russell inside. The tray doesn't go that time. And the Heat going the other way now. Here's Harrell. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Harrell's got 15 points.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the float.
It's Russell with the drive. Turner. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Turner's got the lead up to 4 now for the Magic.
Yeah, they've gone away from the triple as they look to protect this lead.
And Russell gets it to go.
Well, the quickness of D'Angelo Russell in transition really puts pressure on the defense.
And it's sent back by Turner. So we've reached the end of the first half of play. Orlando out in front, up by 6. And join us right back here after. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Magic leading by 6. Russell with it. Outside Turner. There's the 3. And D'Angelo Russell with the 3. Russell's got it going here in the start of the second half. The first points in the third quarter for the Magic.
And for D'Angelo Russell, the former number 2 pick, it's all about developing himself as a player and a leader. Has focused more on the team and less on himself of late, and knows what is expected of him and has to earn every second of floor time.
And last season, Russell had to fight for minutes upon returning from injury.
Yeah, and battles like that help mature a player and really keep them focused. Those are areas where Russell had struggled in the past. I think he and his coach both know it's not easy, but it has already started in making Russell the best player he can be.
Lynn looking it over. Pass to Harrell. Thompson right side. Back to Harrell. And there's the call on Montrezl Harrell. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, way to stand your ground. Had his feet set, took the hit, and got the call. That is a rugged defensive play.
Outside Turner. To the inside. Hernan Gomez.
You can see Turner evolving as a passer. He wants to set his teammates up. That's a pretty look.
And it's Harrell missing.
Challenging the shot has almost the same effect as blocking it.
No doubt, especially when the shooter knows that a defender is draped all over him. That kind of activity alters shots. Well, he's taking a lot of pressure off the other players right now with how well he's shooting it.
He can't get that one to fall. Good work defensively by Turner. And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for Orlando. The 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. Outside Bogdanovich. Russell with it. And it's Lynn picking him up. Shots good by Turner.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Pass to Harrell to stop the run. And the layup's good off the glass. Harrell's got 17. More and more we're hearing the term positionless basketball, Doris, but It's not an entirely new concept. I remember Jerry West, for example, talking about it a couple decades ago.
Well, I think Jerry West talking about it is about there are certain guys historically who could play in any era. Jerry West would be there. Rick Barry would be another one. So certainly this has been a topic discussed in the past. I think why it's so important in today's day and age, the NBA has become a switch-heavy league, and that's on the defensive end. And therefore, teams like Boston and others are building their roster around guys who are switchable and versatile. It's become an almost necessity in today's NBA. This is what he does for this team. Provides consistent scoring that helps them get the lead and keep it.
For Orlando, they have shot just one free throw earlier, 1 for 1 in the game.
And if we want to take a look back, they converted about 76% from the line.
Pass to Hernan Gomez. Back to Russell. Good ball movement here by the Magic. To the middle. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5 for 8 clip.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Knocked loose. And stolen by Bogdanovich. Here's Ingles. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. And Ingles, one of the bigger stars on the Australian national team.
He's a virtual unknown when he enters the NBA, but a credit to Joe Ingles because he's a knockdown three-point shooter who now can manipulate pick and rolls. This guy is becoming a factor in the NBA.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
.146 left to play here in the third. Back to Russell. It's his first trip to the line. Free throw good, Russell.
And to me, the ceiling that D'Angelo Russell has is really high. This guy is dynamic, he's confident, he can score it, and he's just going to continue to want to prove himself.
Left side, Thomas. Here's Jones. The shot's good. Jones has got his first points of the night.
Well, we've seen Isaiah become the master of the pick and roll situation. He's got a low center of gravity. It allows him to see into tight windows.
Near the three-point line, it's Moore. Back to Randolph. Outside, Russell. 5 on the clock. The wide open look here for Lopez. Another miss by Orlando. .50 seconds left to play in the third. From deep, Thomas. Magic leading by 15. Now Russell. 13 points in the game. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
Yeah, but just the second turnover of the game. I mean, overall, pretty meticulous offensively.
Outside Thomas. Back to Jones. Pass to Kuzminskis. Outside for Thomas. And Orlando making a change here. There's 18 seconds left for the third. Here is Cook. He has 6. Down low. It's stolen by Jones. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Magic lead. And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And so here is Miami. Thomas feeling it out a bit. It's hauled in by the Magic.
Well, you see the struggles he's having getting anything to go.
Yeah, I mean, he's obviously cold right now, but he's trying to find that rhythm. You've got to keep working.
Here's Jones. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Jones has got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Heat. High post Lopez. Inside. And Randolph slams it in.
And guys, that's one of the more basic plays in anybody's playbook, but not to mention also truly one of the best.
And Greg, the pick frees him up, and the dunk caps it off.
Yeah, run your offense with that kind of precision. Not much anyone can do to stop it.
Inside. Pass to Plumlee. Heat moving the ball around. Back to Ennis. Just 5 to shoot. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup.
I'll tell you guys, what a delivery on that lead pass. He puts it right where his teammate can go get it.
High post Lopez. To the paint. Here's Randolph. And then Randolph slams it in.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. They get it back. Kuzminskis. Rob. Fast break. Here come the Magic. And Matthews throws it down.
Kev, how about the hops of Matthews easily skying for that finish?
Pass to Kuzminskis. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Fast break. Here come the Magic. And Wesley Matthews with the three. And the Magic lead by 20.
Three-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
Here's Lynn. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on Zach Randolph.
Well, Jeremy Lin with the great hairdo and the clever play. How about that fantastic ability to pick up the foul?
Both free throws good from Lynn. Here is Cook. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive three balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Doris, what is your solution to the controversy surrounding one and done?
Kevin, I believe the one and dones will be a thing of the past, and I think it will happen shortly. And the reason that can now become a viable option is the G League holds the key. You can now allow players to enter into the minor league straight out of high school. If they raise the salary of those G League players, then it helps across the board.
Harris on the double team. And here's Matthews for the three. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Here's Harris. Again, the miss by the Heat.
Boy, that's just the kind of tight defense you need to play on him. Any kind of room at all, and he'll bury it.
You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
Here's Cook. And that one hits back iron.
And that's really a function of the offense not working as it should.
Yeah, no, exactly. That's not how you capitalize on the offensive end. You simply have to be more patient.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That's his third foul of the game. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. And here's more outside. Pass to Cook. Knocks it loose. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. And here is Conley. Now Harrell. He's covered by Randolph. He can't hit that time. And it's the Magic taking it the other way. Here's Moore. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
Boy, that's a quality shot. You're in the painted area. Don't get much more of a better look than that.
When it comes to building confidence, Doris, some people say playing one-on-ones in practice is a huge help. Is that something that you did when you were playing at Providence?
Kevin, I believe this could be the single greatest development tool for any individual player. If you start at the free throw line and play one-on-one against a player who's maybe slightly above your level or certainly at your level, and you limit that one-on-one from the free throw line to 2 dribbles or less, your skill set, I promise you, is going to develop. The other thing I would encourage young players to do is play 3-on-3, because it forces you to move and to cut and to screen and how to do those things properly if you're going to be effective. I love 1-on-1, 2-on-2, 3-on-3. It always helps you when you go back to the 5-on-5.
That's such great advice. And here's Middleton bringing it up now for the Miami Heat.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Magic.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And every win important, and this one will go down as win number 3.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Miles Turner.
Boy, forget about his stats for a second, right? What impressed me most was his stamina. It seemed like he was involved in every play. And with that kind of activity, I don't know how you don't wear down.
And he makes the first. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2.
A disappointing trip to the line there. Even though it was just one miss, now is not the time to be missing those.
Here is Cook. Down low. Outside for Randolph. And he gets it to go from the corner.
Running up the score, showing no mercy.
At this point, they're completely overwhelming them. The opposition looks totally defeated.
Thompson. Here's Harrell. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That's good from Harrell. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. There's 21 seconds left in the game. And it's Randolph penetrating. Outside Matthews. Pass to Lopez. Back to Matthews. Lopez left side. And here's Randolph. Covered by Conley. And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And that about wraps it up.